So, real quick, what I was going to get into was I wanted to make a video about FPV antennas and the progression that we've seen in basically less than a year's time. It's been absolutely amazing. So, I guess originally people used to use dipole antennas, and those are just terrible crap. I think I might, yeah, I do have one right here I can show. Like this thing right here, the rubber ducky, that's what we started out with. They're linear, they're terrible, like unless your thing's pointed straight at it, it sucks. Get any kind of distance behind you, anything, it's terrible. So they figured out to use omnidirectional antennas, which is a cloverleaf design, right? Like this. So they figured out with an omnidirectional antenna, you get great reception all around you. You just get this great mushroom envelope of reception that works really good. Even through walls, and you can fly around your house. Like for the tiny whoop, for example, that's what you use this micro cam in. You can fly all over your house through many walls and still get pretty crystal clear reception. It's amazing. So these are what's typically used on mini quads, because that's what we do. We fly all around ourselves, and we're not really going into super long distance. So a good omnidirectional antenna is kind of ideal. So they went away from the rubber duckies and we went into the cloverleafs, and then we innovated upon those. And this was your typical like antenna for a long time here. This is your cloverleaf antenna, and with a standard length stem or whatever. And this is these are all SMA, because that's what you should use. Don't use RPSMA. That's just redundancy or stupidity or ridiculousness. But back on topic. So we use the cloverleaf antenna, and this one is in particular is IB Crazy design. Spectrum Tricera antenna that's really good and durable, and it's very light for how much mass it has. But these had a lot of mass, and with mass costs more drag and more weight. So these, then they started going to the shorty designs, and probably the most popular and durable one out in the market is the Team Black Sheep Trappy. This is, I think, one of the things that has really, put his company on the map worldwide with drone users and racers. And the Triumph antenna has just, that was also a conjunction IB Crazy design. Alex, I believe, helped Trappy design this, or designed it for him. And this is actually probably my favorite antenna too now. It's so durable and tough. It's just, this thing is rock. And it has a special, it's a cloverleaf, but it's a 4.1, and it's a special design. You get really good, even better, I would say a little bit better range than your normal typical cloverleaf antenna, with its special design, the way it transmits the signal. Even though this is, you can use on your RX or your TX, you could put this on your goggles and it works great. It's just a good antenna. But so we went from this to something smaller, like this. But for a long time, these mushrooms, you can see here's the inside of a Immersion RC one, very typical for cloverleaf design, good reception all around. And then we came out with, this one just broke today. It's one of my favorites, the Lumineer Pagoda, and then they very quickly came out with the Pagoda 2, a smaller version. You can see now the stem is smaller. This usually has another top cap here. It just fell off in my car. I have to go pull it out and resolder it back on. But this is a real cool, durable antenna, and it gives good reception. The only maybe drawback to it is its mushroom is much more condensed. So I've seen in like a lot of, if I really punch it out, whoop, there goes in your video reception goes from great to like not great really fast. So on a really big punch out, I'll start getting some fuzz. But I use a directional antenna, so that a crosshair, so that really helps with pulling in the signal. And if I'm facing it, I can get crazy amount of range, farther than my radio will go. So for a long time, we used these. Then we got shorter. The TBS Triumph came out. That's been pretty much the standard for pro pilots and anyone racing, I believe. Or the Lumineer Pagoda 2 has also been very popular. Now Foxier has redesigned their antennas to be a pagoda design, and they put it inside a plastic casing, which is the only other drawback I see to this. But the Pagoda does have a smaller mushroom. So this is what excites me, and now here we are at the Foley advancement, not even a year later from when this came out, maybe 6 months from this, or five or 4 months from when this came out. We have the Lumineer Stubby, and this thing, oh, I have it on a quad actually, so my favorite quad. I'll give you a look at this thing. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to see. There it is. That's your circular polarized antenna right there, that little nubby on the back. Here, let me get under some light so you can really see it. Thing's crazy, right? It just screws right into the VTX. Right there, you can see I got a cap coming off the top because there's no good place to put caps. And that keeps it out of the way. I have it zip tied there. But this stubby antenna is just amazing. Like, oh, I love it. There's no more, because before I was using the Triumph, which is awesome, but you can see there's some scuff marks there because I had to bend it up pretty hard to get it out of the props. Now they're going to be nowhere near the props. It's just like really cleaned up the build, and just compare like size and here. I mean, the Triumph's great, but if you're a racer or you're just maybe you have a build that you want to go down on size and weight, the Stubby, I don't think you can get anything better than that. I will be testing out performance all week, and I will let you guys know how much I like it or dislike it. But as far as how it looks and initially performs, very happy. Really like it. So yeah, that's it. This video is kind of getting long, but I just wanted to talk about VTX antennas and break them down for you guys. You got, you know, what is out there for quads and what I think are the best ones is right here, the Triumph or your Lumineer Axial Stubby. They're both $20, so they're maybe a little bit more than the Pagoda, which is going to be about 10 or 12 bucks, but you're going to get more range and a better reception, I think, from these. So thanks for watching, guys. Puppet Master FPV. Please subscribe, comment, like, dislike. I don't really care. Thumb up, thumb down. It's all the same. It just makes more people watch it. Appreciate it. Bye bye.